Alright, today I'm going to do a few videos on how to assemble the Bella costume. I've been meaning to do this for a while and I'm finally getting around to it. So cut all your pieces. I'm doing it very small so that it'll fit in the camera, which is a new idea that I had. I was like, oh, why do I make these full size when I can make them little bitty? So cut out all your pieces, label them, make sure you label the front and the back mesh pieces because they look very similar. And if you don't know which one you have, if you don't know which ones you have, you will get lost and not know. So I just put a pin in it and make sure that it's labeled well. All right, so I'm going to start on the front. So your first step is to cut out this little piece. It is the center panel that goes in the front. You're going to want to put elastic on it. I stitched it in blue so you could see that I have stitched this. And it's just stitch the elastic on and then fold it over. And then once you stitch that on, then you're going to attach it to these two front pieces. Now I like to mark where the seam allowance is, and on this one it's a 1/4 inch because I shrunk everything down. On yours it'll be 3/8 of an inch. So just draw a line 3/8 of an inch, just mark the point, and then you're going to line up these points with each other. If you mark the 3/8 inch on here too, you'll be able to see where it goes. And then you're just gonna stitch it like that. This side I've already stitched. This side I obviously have not. So then that's your base part for the top front. And then the next thing you wanna do is attach your mesh to this front piece. And it's nice now because you have all this already marked and everything, so you know where this is gonna stop, right? So you want to stop right in the center, and just gather up the bottom. And I do a little gathering on the top because you want this to finish inside your 3/8 of an inch. You want a gap here so that you know when you put elastic in, you're not gonna fold this in because this is not attached in any way other than the shoulder and the bottom. So I want this neckline to be floating, okay? So you're gonna attach it at the top, gather this, attach it at the bottom, and then it's just 1 to 1 on the sides and the back. And then for the bottoms, you're gonna gather or pleat. You can do either one. I have gather or pleat. So this side I gathered, this side I pleated. It's gonna look a little weird on your bottoms because they're not stretched, but once you stretch them, then they look more like a drape, but it should have a little bit of flow to it. And then you're gonna also attach it. I use a zigzag and attach it to the top. And all of these basting stitches on this little version, I just did a straight stitch, but you're gonna want to attach everything with a zigzag because you don't want to get rid of any of the stretch in your costume. So baste all these on with a zigzag, and you'll do the same thing on this side. And then you're also going to do the same thing with the back. The difference with the back is you have got, let me move this. There's a seam in the middle, or it's on a fold. So you already have a center here, okay? So what you're going to do with these is exactly the same as the front. You're going to gather this at the bottom so it finishes in the middle. You're going to gather this one at the bottom so it also finishes in the middle. And then you're going to baste it to the armhole and the side seam and then the top, stopping just short of the seam allowance, okay? So once I get that done, we'll come back.